come.
Well, beam me up. Beautiful, that. Spaceships from Leanne Rimes. This is Radio 2 on the BBC Sounds app, on your smart speaker and on 88.91 FM.
BBC News at 3 o'clock. This is Claire Ronacres. The Russian military has carried out missile strikes against Ukraine, targeting a number of cities, including the capital Kiev. At least 10 people have been killed. President Putin says this was in response to Saturday's attack on the Kerch Bridge, which links Russia to the annexed Crimea. He's accused Ukraine of being responsible for that blast, but Kiev hasn't claimed any involvement. Ina Soysan, a Ukrainian MP who had to seek shelter underground during this morning's attack in Kiev, she says despite the circumstances, people remained calm.
The mood was not panicking. I have not seen anyone crying or anyone, being afraid or something. People were just calling their relatives, saying that they're fine. And I could see fury gathering there because people's lives got interrupted for no good reason, just because some crazy guy in Moscow decided that he can do so. So I would say that not fear, but fury. That was the general mood over there.
The Chancellor, Kwasi Kwarteng, has confirmed that he will bring forward his next financial statement to the end of October, almost a month earlier than originally planned. He'll detail how he intends to fund billions of pounds worth of tax cuts unveiled in last month's mini-budget. An independent forecast will be published at the same time. The Labour leader, Sir Keir Starmer, said he welcomed the move, but he wanted to see further changes from the government.
I'm pleased that they've brought forward this date to begin the process, but what I want to see and what I would do now is reverse that kamikaze mini-budget. That's got to be reversed. We need to have a windfall tax on the oil and gas companies to pay or help to pay for the energy price freeze. And what that will do, and most important of all, is to stabilise the economy.
The SNP leader, Nicola Sturgeon, is due to deliver her speech at her party's conference in Aberdeen soon. She's expected to say that Scotland could establish a sustainable new economy based on renewable energy if it becomes independent. The UK has imposed sanctions on senior Iranian security figures following the crackdown on anti-government protests. The demonstrations have been sparked by the death of 22-year-old Mahsa Amini, who'd been detained for alleged violations of the country's strict dress code. Here's our diplomatic correspondent, James Landale.
Hundreds have died in Iran in the anti-government protests that followed the death of a young woman in police custody. Western powers have decried the violent response by the authorities, and now Britain is following the United States in imposing sanctions. The main target is the so-called morality police, which enforces dress codes for women in Iran. The entire institution will be banned from travelling to the UK, and any assets held here will be frozen. Also sanctioned are 5 Revolutionary Guard and police commanders accused of human rights abuses.
And criminal barristers in England and Wales are to end their strike after voting to accept the government's new pay offer. The decision means that Crown Courts will begin hearing cases as normal